The issues of homelessness, the Wosley fire, and the early earthquake warning system were just some of the issues covered at the meeting of the LA County mayors led by LA Mayor Eric Garcetti.
Just very excited to have the convening of the LA County mayors here today. It's always nice to show off El Segundo to the mayors of the 88 cities in LA County. We like to put our best foot forward, but also we want to emphasize our importance in the region with the Air Force Base here and the 5,000 employees at the Air Force Base and the 12,000 indirect jobs from that, and then our thousands of jobs at our other aerospace companies and our other big businesses. It really is a regional impact on the economy, and we want to see that foster and grow.
El Segundo is an amazing engine for our local economy. Between LAX and the South Bay, El Segundo is an ideal location. It has amazing businesses that have located there. Even as we joke now, the El Segundo Times or LA Times has actually located there. The Lakers, aerospace, so many key industries from toys to entertainment to sports to obviously the manufacturing that we still have here. I think America can compete, especially in transportation. Transportation technology is critical. And we see some of that with Hyperloop and some other things that have come here. But I think LA is poised to be the transportation capital of America, if not the world. With LAX right there, the port not very far away, the Green Line being extended, and 15 new rail lines, I think El Segundo can do a lot to transfer what used to be aerospace into manufacturing of things like rail cars, electric buses, and all of that. So we've been working a lot as a group on El Segundo over the years. It's something that the regional convening of mayors has brought up and talked about. LA Air Force Base was something that we were all came together to make sure proactively this time was kept here. And this is just such a powerhouse of a city for our county.
I think, though, what it was incumbent on us to take away from it is what are the things to sort of recession-proof us for the future? Are there infrastructure requirements and technology? Should we be looking at 5G or fiber? Should we be looking at parking or accounting for autonomous vehicles? Those are the things I was sort of writing down because, what you don't hear from people is what you need to be looking for the sort of future of economic development here.
Last night, I flew up to Silicon Valley with Barbara Voss, our Deputy City Manager, and Al Kiahi, who's a volunteer and Chairman of Economic Development Council, to pitch to Google X Labs and Starburst Accelerator. Starburst Accelerator is an aerospace accelerator here in town. That was just one component of our strong economic development strategic plan, so we're embracing the entrepreneurial ecosystem. We are starting to measure things like how many VCs and private equity firms have done investments in El Segundo companies, how many early stage companies are there in El Segundo. We've been working on a thesis about how much invested capital we have per capita in startups. We're starting to formulate all these things and really just continue to market ourselves as the place to grow your business, and not just early stage, but all the way through. So El Segundo's footprint allows you to start 5 employees all the way to 1,000 and grow throughout the different kind of areas of the city.
We're hoping to attract the Rams to open their training facility here in El Segundo, and we'll also benefit by just having the new stadium opening up in Inglewood by having the revenue from the hotels.
The big takeaway, it was great having the mayor of Malibu, who's also a captain in the fire department for LA County, do a debrief post-mortem with the LA County fire chief and with the LA City fire chief, and the biggest takeaway was communication, always of the utmost importance. How can we communicate faster to our residents and prepare people for the worst case scenario, get them out of their dwellings, etc. And also that we need to probably reconsider some of the brush clearances that we have as ordinances in our cities and counties. So that was, I don't think we have as much of an issue with that in El Segundo, but certainly for the remainder of LA County, it's a big issue.
I've noticed that El Segundo has kind of kept its character. It's still this wonderful small town in the midst of a huge city where you can go to Main Street and feel like it's the same scale it probably was 40, 50 years ago. Biggest change is probably adding an In-N-Out to the south of the airport, which is really critical to relieve all the traffic at the north of the airport. And now you have 2 options to get the best burger anywhere. El Segundo has been an amazing part of Los Angeles, and I love coming here too as a citizen of Los Angeles, just enjoying the city, which is an amazing place for great quality of life. So I've never been a nationalist. I love LA City, I love El Segundo. We're part of one town cut up into many pieces, but El Segundo is one of the jewels.
For What's Up El Segundo, I'm Abby Grimion.